Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to andsoph podcast. I'm your host, Sophie Wade, and this is my podcast for ordinary people with extraordinary impact. And I'm so excited to introduce my next guest because she's a dear friend from high school that I have not gotten to catch up with in so long.
It's actually been a really long time. I feel like it's been forever.
It has. And like we've had these like moments, like we went to Billie Eilish's concert and Olivia Rodrigo.
Oh, we love.
And we lived and we loved. And we didn't really get the chance to fully catch up. So that's why I'm so excited to have her here today. Alexia is a LA-based hairstylist and makeup artist. And she's so talented. I love seeing her work on Instagram, and she's been up to a lot of exciting things, which we'll get into today. Since meeting you, I feel like you've always had such a good energy. You've always been so smiley, and I love laughing with you. So that's why I'm so excited to have you. So welcome to the podcast, Alexia.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me, Sophie. Honestly, I have been watching Sophie do her podcast, and I'm like, when am I gonna get my turn? And I'm so happy I finally got my turn.
I'm so excited to have you here. Like, the way this came together was a miracle. I'll tell you guys real quick what we're gonna get into. Today we're gonna be talking a little bit more about your journey with trying to get into the beauty industry, and just more of like what led up to those moments and any advice you may have. And then we're just gonna end talking about friendships, which we love to talk about on here. And we love talking about mental health as well and shedding light on grief. And we have a lot of shared experiences that we want to talk about as well. Stay tuned, you guys. Okay, girl. The first question is not that scary. It's just asking, how are you?
Oh my God. How am I? That's a really good question.
Yes.
I'm really good. I'm feeling very blessed right now. I'm feeling really grateful at all of the opportunities that I have been given by people that don't really even know me, you know? It's just like so amazing to be like brought in and like be like, oh, here's all of this for you. And I think it's awesome. And I have been working really hard to get to where I am, but you know, I'm not done. We're gonna continue to work and we're gonna continue to persevere. But I've been really good, really exhausted, been working all the time, but you know, that's what life's about, you know, doing what you like.
What made you first fall in love with hair and makeup? If there was a moment you can remember, like growing up or as you got older, that made you realize like, this is something I'm really into, I wanna know more about it.
I feel like my whole life I have been like really into like makeup and hair, and I loved watching my mom like growing up doing her makeup and watching my cousins get ready for the club and doing like their makeup and wearing their little dresses. And honestly, that's kind of where it started, where I was like, oh my God, you know. And then as I grew older, I started high school and I would always wear my wing liner, you know. People knew me in high school for my wing liner, if you guys didn't know this.
Yeah, she was iconic in that day.
But all the girls in dance would be like, can you do my eyeliner? Can you do my eyeliner
for the show? Not me leaving that lore out.
All of the girls would ask me like, can you do my eyeliner? Can you do my makeup? So that's kind of where it started, where, oh, okay, like, I can do this on other people, you know? And then I started the theater club at school, and I was in theater class.
Yeah.
And I loved acting. Acting was really fun, but I think when I saw the side of like theater, of like makeup and hair and directing, I was like, oh, that's where I'm at. That is exactly where I want to be. And I would do like the makeup for all of our plays and our musicals. And I think that's where like my spark started of like actually doing this for like a living. Once I graduated high school, I went to cosmetology school. I got my license and I learned how to do hair, and I'm still learning. I'm very much a baby stylist right now, but makeup has always been something that I was just like, yeah, that's what I want to do. And I think that's where it really started, is like just kind of slowly like different things in my life showing me that, wait, you can do this.
That's so special, like being someone that people go to get their makeup done, and that people trust you and they see it.
When I was in dance, like when all the girls would come up to me, I was like, oh my God, like I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous.
And busy
like,
in
oh
here.
my God, I'm booked and busy. But I had a lot of fun, and I had like, I think that those are like the memories that I remember. I don't even remember being on stage dancing. I remember doing people's makeup.
I love how far You
We
have
have come.
come.
Oh, you too. We
Yes.
have come so far.
We have.
And I feel like that's so crazy. I'm so glad that we're
Yes.
still connected.
Me too.
Oh, okay.
I know.
Let's not start
Okay,
right
let's
now.
not.
Okay, let's not.
Yeah,
Next question. I'm just kidding.
Speaking of high school, I was wondering, since you've been up to a lot of exciting things recently, if there's any experiences, it could be more than one, that you feel like high school Alexia would be most proud of.
High school Alexia would be most proud of just who I've become. You know,
Yeah.
I feel like in high school I was very like timid and very shy. I feel like my voice wasn't really heard.
Yeah.
But I feel like as I've grown up and like graduated and started like doing my own thing, I have become this person where I'm like, no, I'm here. You know, I'm
Yes.
here and I am powerful, It's a crazy opportunities that I have been even given.
Yeah.
So I think that's just everything where I've led up to. I think high school Alexia would be very happy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yay! That's beautiful.
Thank you.
I love that. And I relate with that so much, of like being timid in high school, and like you really don't, like your mindset is so different, and I feel like we really limit ourselves to what we think we're capable of, or what we think people will allow us to do.
You guys, when you stop caring about what people think about you, is when you will finally live happy.
I would love to hear about any recent experiences that you want to share about that have been really memorable for you. I know I've seen you do some red carpet looks.
Yeah.
Period.
Oh my God.
I said,
yeah.
when I get famous, I'm gonna hit her up.
Oh yes, we're gonna be doing your makeup,
Yeah.
girl. Oh
Yeah.
yes. No, I just recently did the Oscars, which was
So
insane.
exciting.
I know. I did. I didn't personally do it. My mentor, her name is Cherish Brooke Hill, because we love her. She is an amazing celebrity makeup artist. She's awesome. She is the best like mentor and the best teacher I could ask for. But she has brought me in as her assistant, so I have been able to watch, learn, experience so many opportunities with her. She just recently did the Oscars. She did makeup for a couple of clients of hers, and they went to the Oscars. They got some really fun pictures, and that alone has been just like a little girl's dreams come true. Like being able to see something that you worked so hard on, even not me personally, but like I was there and I was able to see like the process, and I was able to be like a part of it, which was really important because, I was helping, and that really makes me feel like I did an impact in some way.
You did, yeah.
But yeah, I worked for her for the Oscars. That was awesome. Met a lot of cool people. I didn't go up to the Oscars, but our clients did. And that was just, I think, top peak right now. That's where my head is like, wow, I can't believe it. And then we just recently did a singer's makeup. Her name is Pink Panther. She was really, really awesome. I really enjoyed that. She did a beautiful look. If you guys want to see it, go on my Instagram. But yeah, just like assisting has been just awesome, and all of these opportunities, like amazing.
Yeah. That's everything, girl. I'm like curious of what it looks like to assist with makeup. Like, what is that process like?
Honestly, you have to have really good communication with your mentor, because whatever she needs, you have to be there to assist. Like you're there to make her life or his life not stressful, like you're there to help. That's all you're there for. So I have to think 3 steps ahead of her. And I think that's a little hard, but now that I know her process, now that I know like what she does, make sure she has her product right there and then when she is ready to use it. And I think you really have to be very observant. You have to talk. And I always ask her, like, is there anything you need me to do particularly today different than what I did last time? Criticism is very important, and don't take anything like to heart, like, because if you get offended, you're never going to get anywhere. You need to be able to learn, and you need to be able to grow from the mistakes. And if your mentor doesn't think you did something right, you must be able to take that criticism and be able to move on from it, And that's very important. We've got to be very straight up. That's like one thing that is number one in our relationship, is being straight up with each other. A lot of unpacking, a lot of carrying that big old kid everywhere.
Yeah.
That thing is probably heavier than me, and I am carrying it everywhere, you
Oh
guys.
my
But you know
goodness.
what?
She's getting built.
She's getting built.
Yeah.
No,
Summer,
just kidding.
you're like,
No, this thing is literally moving me around like I'm like, okay. So I think that's really like the process of assisting. And if she needs me to do anything particular, I'll do it, you know? But yeah, that's really what it takes to be an assistant. If you guys are looking to be an assistant, just communication and being observant, I think would be the two things I would say.
Yeah, those are all good and so important. And I feel like that can apply to like so many different parts of the industry too.
100%.
Like when you're saying that, I was thinking of film too, because I'm like, communication, and you have to have tough skin. You do.
You do. It's
Or
like,
thick skin.
Thick
Sorry.
skin, yeah.
Yeah.
Like you do have to have thick skin. Like
Yeah.
really, like people don't care. Is what I gotta say. People don't care.
Right.
Yeah, they don't care.
And that could mean so many things.
That can mean so many things, but you really do have to have thick skin.
You do.
You have to be able to like take the criticism. If they don't like their makeup, they're gonna tell you. And I love when someone tells me, because I want to make you feel the best version of yourself. And if you don't feel that way, you have to tell me.
Yeah.
And I can't be butthurt that you don't like the way I did your eyebrows, you know, because it's like they're your eyebrows. That you don't like them the way I like them.
Yeah.
And I think that's also like very important. Like everyone thinks that something might be beautiful, but they might not think that, you know, like everyone has different opinions to things.
Yeah.
So I think that definitely helped me build like that thick skin, I would say. I don't take things up the butt anymore as much, you know?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
It's fine. We'll fix it, you know, etc.
Right. Yeah. It takes so much humility too, I feel like, to do that. I'd be like, it's not all about me. Like it's about you too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think that's also something like where people, they stop because they're like, oh, this is too much. Like I take too much criticism, but it's like, that's part of the job, you know?
True, girl.
It's part of the job.
I need to get like you. Like, I'm so sensitive. And so, like, I do take criticism in, like, a lot. If someone's like, I think you could really change this. You know, I'm like,
don't tell me what to do.
Right. But I'm like, it is important for growth. And I feel like when it's from people who really care about you and you care about them, like, it makes sense to be like, okay.
I think that's important because there's some people that are out to get you, but some people that genuinely care about you. And then they're like, hey, Sophie, like we need to talk, you know? But I get it. Like sometimes I do get a little sensitive, you know? But, you know, for the most part, you know, it is what it is.
I was curious, based on your experiences you've had so far of like working on sets and working with different people, if there's something that you feel like is really important to look for in like a creative partnership with someone else, and if you'd be like open to working with somebody for a long time.
With my career, my short career, that I haven't really been doing this for a long time, but in the time I have been doing this, I have assisted a couple of different people. I have assisted at a salon. I've assisted like makeup people. Like I've assisted a lot of different people. Like I want to work for a really long period of time with like my current mentor, and I think that is something that I see myself doing for, you know, maybe a couple years. You know, you still have to learn how to like build your clientele. You still have to learn how to, you know, build your portfolio. But yeah, I really would love to like collaborate a long time with my mentor. That'd be awesome. And then with other people, that would be great. I'd love to, you know, I recently did a short film that was like a 2 months like process, you know? So that I feel like that is also like a long, not a long term, but like pretty like long a thing that I had to do. So things like that I would be completely okay with doing. I would love that. And I just love collaborating with people that genuinely are genuine, you know, people that like aren't there to tear you down. And I know that's hard because, you know, there's so many people out here in the world, but I think it's also really important to find someone that is out, you know, for your good intentions. Just finding people that you know that have your heart in mind. It's going to be important for you to let them know, like, these are my intentions, you know, I want to get to this place, and can you help me grow?
I know you talked about like when you're doing clients' makeup, how you care a lot about what they think about the final product and things like that. And I know that there's a lot of people that are like very insecure of their hair or makeup, or they want to start to learn, but they're like,
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm good enough. Like, I don't know if you had any advice for those people.
Everything's really perspective. Like I said earlier, I feel like some people can think something's beautiful and something's not, you know, some like different opinions. But, you know, just do what makes you happy.
Yeah.
If you want to do your makeup, do your makeup. And I know some people like, you know, don't know how to do their makeup, but there's so many resources out there that you can TikTok, YouTube, you can learn.
Yes.
And like, girl, do I have a full beat? No, you know, it's like I'm not always, you know, gonna glam.
Yeah.
And I think it's really important to fall in love with yourself
Yeah.
first, and then you can like start falling in love with like the done up version of yourself. And I think it takes a lot of personal work, but I think it's healthy. I think it's really healthy to really like start loving yourself and loving your imperfections. Took me a long time to figure out that, and took me a long time to be like, I don't need a nose job.
Yeah.
But I love my nose because my nose is my sister's nose, you know? So it's like you gotta really just look at perspective and just look at things differently. And I think that would be my best advice. Just look at things differently, because you're beautiful, and like God created us the way he wanted to, and I'm okay with that.
I needed to hear that too,
Aww.
girl. Yeah. I love
you. Oh, no, let's not. Okay, no.
Okay. Yes, beautifully said. And I love that you feel much more confident in your skin, and I can see it. I can see it in your glow.
Thank
and the
you.
way you
I
speak.
love you.
So, yeah.
I love it. I know. I love growing with you. I love growing with people. I love seeing them like succeed and just seeing the different things that you do. It's so awesome. I love it. I love it. I love when my friends are successful. I want all my friends to be successful.
I want that too.
Yes, I really want that. I'm like so nervous. I'm sweating.
Oh.
It's okay. I love making YouTube videos. I have to just pretend like I'm in my room talking to my phone.
We're literally just like YouTubers. Like
we're just this is what we've wanted.
This is what I wanted. Yeah, genuinely.
I wanted to be a YouTuber ever since I was a little YouTube big girl.
Yeah.
I have like YouTube videos when I was like 5. I'll show them to you later.
I think I remember the ones you made with your friends.
Yes. Literally. So fun. I love YouTube. Anyway, I want to be a YouTuber one day.
It's happening right now. It's happening. Reapply. Is that Tower 28?
Yeah, it's my favorite. A lot of people don't like it, but I'm like, I love it. I love the way it smells. It smells like ube.
Ooh, I love ube.
Oh my god, look at the butterfly.
Yeah, I always see them here, and I'm like, I feel comforted.
So beautiful.
I know.
I love seeing butterflies.
Same. I feel like they're very symbolic.
Yeah, I was gonna say they remind me so much of like our segment.
We're gonna be okay.
We're gonna be okay.
So wait, hold on. Let me collect myself. Like, let me find out how to transition. I'm excited for you for the rest of your journey.
I'm excited to share.
Yay!
It'll be fun.
And we'll have your social media linked below so people can follow along with the updates. You can like the stories like I have been. Yeah, I wanted to get into this next topic because I just wanted to talk about us and like what we're going through as human beings outside of our career, because I also like talking about that on andsoph. I just wanted to give like a disclaimer to whoever's listening that we're kind of going to get into some like mental health and grief topics. So if that's triggering for you, that's okay, and you're welcome to click off, and I appreciate you listening. We love you so much, and we're so grateful for you if you're still listening and just allowing us to hold this space together. But yeah, I'm really grateful that we've kept in touch, like we said, all these years, and been able to kind of see like what we've been going through outside of, like I said, outside of career and things like that. And something I love to talk about on here is grief, because I feel like a lot of people go through it in like our 20s, but it's just like a very weird thing to go through because it can happen so unexpectedly, and we're still like very young.
Yeah.
We're very young, and so it's something that I feel like is even harder to kind of process and heal from. And so I know that a lot of people are like seeking that like comfort in that space of grief. And so that's why I wanted to talk to you today about that. For the both of us, like we've experienced losing friends unexpectedly, unfortunately. I know that for us both, it's been like a couple years since that has happened, but I know that it still has a very big impact on our lives today. And I wanted to shed light on that and just be able to honor the friends that we're working hard for and honoring through us just like fully living and still like making the most of our lives while we're here. While experiencing your journey with grief, losing your friend, I was wondering like what you feel like is kind of misunderstood about grief.
Grief is not something you just get over,
Yeah.
and it's not something you're just like, I just want to grieve already and be done with it.
Yeah.
No, it's not like that. It's like grief can come when you see a butterfly outside.
Right.
Grief can come when you hear a word, It's very like you can be okay and then remember. But also another thing I can also mention is that grief is not always a negative thing, It's like grief is a human experience, and I think that's very beautiful. Thankfully, you were able to live those moments, and like now I cherish those memories a lot more, and I cherish like all of the experiences a lot more. And like for me, I'm just like I remember them and like I feel happy, And I think yes, sometimes I think of things and I want to cry, but it's like grief is not I guess grief is not linear. I think grief is very like everywhere. And I think that's something that's really, really big misunderstanding about grief. It's like also different types of grieving, It's like you can lose somebody that's alive, You can lose somebody that lives 10 minutes away, So there's different types of griefs. And I think it's really hard when I'm grieving about somebody that I can't speak to anymore. And I think that's also something I've had to learn to like, deal with. But yeah, I think those are like things that are, I would say, misunderstood the most.
I definitely agree. And I feel like it's something that you have to go through to like truly understand that there is not like a timeline to feel completely okay again. And when you really have so much love for somebody or had such a deep connection, that's why your grief can feel so heavy. But like you said, like there's memories that you have that can also bring you a lot of joy because you remember like, wow, I got to experience this and we got to cross paths in this time that we were meant to be.
Exactly.
in our
And like
lives.
I'm just grateful to have cross paths,
Yeah.
when we did.
And I think it's important that you mentioned that it can even be with like people who are still alive too. And I feel like that's also difficult to like be accepting that they're still, you could still connect with them.
You're almost grieving something that can't happen, but that could happen. And then that one kind of really hurts too, I love being around people. I love like having a friend there. I love sharing everything. So I think one thing that, grieving has taught me is that I can be okay with myself, And like, I know that might sound a little sad, but it's like not being maybe so dependent on people to be happy.
Yeah.
You never know what's going to happen tomorrow. You don't know anything. So I think just like being in the now is really important, and just being happy with like, I guess what I'm trying to say is just being happy with now. And I think that's kind of where I think my mind is trying to go to, is just being content with where I'm at and who I have around me. And hopefully it's for a long time. And if not, I'm, we're going to get through it. It's going to be okay.
I love that idea of being present in right now. Just the opportunity each day you can wake up and like have breath in your lungs, be able to say I love you to people still, like all of those things that we kind of just sometimes do every day and we're like, okay. But like you really like appreciate it, in a deeper way.
Appreciate them a little bit more. Just hug people a little harder next time,
Yeah. For me, I've like appreciated people a lot more, and I've learned how to like adjust to like if it's people that are still alive that I'm not close with anymore. And I thought, like, I'm never going to survive without them FaceTiming me. I'm never going to survive. Yes.
I think that was like just not being able to share my experiences.
Yes.
But like knowing that you're a 5-minute drive away.
I feel like it takes so much like maturity and discipline to be like, okay, like I'm going to allow this friendship or this relationship to be in that season, and whatever's meant to be in this season, I'm going to make space for it. And I'm going to be okay. And other things will fill the space. Other things will. They might not replace it, but it will fill that space.
You said that so beautifully because yes,
Mm-hmm.
I agree 100% with that statement. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Do you feel like there's been anything that's like really in this past year like filled your life with like a lot of joy that has been new?
My friends. I think I've lost a lot of friends, but I've also gained a lot of amazing friends too. And like, just like the positivity and the love that I have been receiving from people that I just didn't know that were there in like the world. And I'm just like, wow, like that's so awesome that there's people that genuinely care about me. And I think that's just so new to me. Like, just like, I haven't like, made a lot of friends like in a long time. So I think bringing these new friends into my life has been amazing. And I'm just like super happy. And like, they have my back and like, they're everything that I needed right now. I just needed support. I needed, people to be there for me. Yeah, I don't know. I've just been really happy, and like all of these opportunities have made me really happy in the like now, and I can't wait to see who else I make friends with, because I've been so closed off of trying to make friends, but now I'm just like whatever. Let's see who comes across my path,
Yeah. Oh, I'm excited for you.
I'm excited. We'll see. Yeah.
You deserve to like have those new friendships in your life and people that really care about you and will be there for you and where you're at right now, even if they're just now entering the plot.
Exactly.
And
new to the plot.
You never know. The people you get unexpectedly close to, you don't know how long you're going to be close to them.
Exactly.
Like, we're still young. Like,
exactly. And you could have a friend from like 5 years ago and stop talking to her tomorrow.
Exactly.
So
it's truly about the quality, not the time.
Exactly.
The quality.
Quality, not the time.
Yeah. Or the quantity. Like,
or the quantity.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's something that clicked for me when I got older. I was like, I do not need to have like 500 friends just to say that I do. Because I'm telling you, those times where you, like you said, you need someone to support you. You need someone to be by your side. You need someone to cry with. I'd be looking at my phone like, I can think of 5 people right now that would be willing to pick up their phone and hear me cry.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree. I feel like I can think of 3 people that would answer my phone if I needed someone. It's not the quantity. It's literally the quality of friends you have.
So
it's the quality of people you have in your life that is so important. If there's people that are bringing negativity and drama and all this in your life, like it really, once they're out of your life, life is so much better.
Even if you have all this history and all this like memories together, I know it's hard because it's like, dang,
Exactly.
And that's also part of grief too, like accepting, dang, this was really hard and it's sad to let that go. We had good memories, but this is just not meant to keep taking up space in my life.
Yeah, and especially like if you're at a time in your life where you can't deal with that, like you have better things to put your mind onto, let's just not.
I'm not dealing.
Quality is way more important. People that are there for you, people that have your back, people that are going to literally support you and love you and all of the good stuff.
But it's okay, and we're like finding our circle.
Yes.
And I love that for us.
Yes.
We need it. We're about to be
blossoming,
growing.
Period.
Yeah. It's so helpful to, like you said, think about the good memories we've had with somebody. And I've been thinking a lot about like the memories with my friend Daniella, like who this podcast is inspired by. And like, I was wondering if you've had any memories with any friends that you have maybe lost in the same way with grief, that you're like, this is such like a fun memory that reminds me of like, wow, like we really were those girls.
Oh my God. I have so many. I wish I could sit here and tell you guys my whole list of stories that I have with my friend Zyla. I lost Zyla from cancer a couple years back. If you guys didn't know, but she was like my best friend in the whole entire world. I literally like love that girl down. But we had so many fun memories together. But one of like my favorite memories, which is the one I told during her service, it was when we got our matching bestie friendship bracelets. This is literally it's just such a silly story, and it just really like represents who we were as a group. But let me tell you guys. So we were in Magnolia, like the strip.
Oh, yes,
you know how
iconic.
you know how they would like have like food truck nights before?
Yeah.
I don't know if they still have them, but when they had a food truck night, me and Zyla went over and we just were walking down Magnolia, and then there's like this lady selling like all these bracelets, and we're like, should we get matching bracelets? And we're like, okay. So the lady's like trying on different bracelets on us, and she has like 4, right? And we're like really like trying to decide which one. We finally picked 2 that we really like, and we're like, okay, like which one should we go with? And we're like over here like, oh, do you like this one? Do you like this one? I kid you not. I say, okay, we need to make a decision like now. Homeless man comes out of nowhere, peeks his head right in between us. Like, this is her, I'm right here. He peeks his head at me, like in between. Like in between, he goes like, you guys are gonna have to go with that one. And we got it. We got the one that man said, and we love it, and we wore it every single day, and I still have it at home. It is almost framed because of how much I love it. But yes, this homeless man picked out our best friend friendship bracelets, and whoever you were,
he knew. Like, he just knew.
He picked the pearly one.
He was gonna get the perfect one for you.
Yeah. He picked the pearly, shiny one. He knew what he wanted. He was a luxurious queen. Like, thank you, man.
He said, I'm a diva, and I choose
I'm
that.
a diva, and I am gonna choose that for you. And then he walked away. Like, he literally just said, you need to get that one, and then he walked away.
Wow. Oh, I love that. And thank you for sharing that story with us.
Of course. So thank you for like listening to my stories.
I'll try to think of a story too that I can
Please,
share.
I would love to hear a story of Daniella. I don't know if you guys know this, but me and Daniella went to middle school together.
Crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
The
And
lore.
I remember her so vividly. And then when I found out Sophie and Daniella were best friends, I was like, wait a second.
Yeah.
What? And that was crazy. That was high school-esque. Good times.
High school. Yes. Yeah. I love that we both like have gotten to meet our friends. Like, I went to high school with Zyla. All of us went to high school together. And she was the sweetest. She was so funny. And
funniest girl out there.
Yeah. I feel like we were blessed with such amazing friendships. There's like so many. But I'll try to go like that same direction of where it was like, like what? But one of our favorite things to do was going to the beach. And I love a good beach day. I feel like it's so like calming, and it resets me every single time. And we went to the beach one day with our friend Katie and then her mom, because we couldn't drive. We couldn't drive. So yeah, our moms were taking us everywhere. Bless her mom's heart. She had to be our Uber driver.
Chauffeur.
Our chauffeur. So we went to the beach. I don't know how this happened, but her mom like parked in this certain part of the beach where low-key you could park on the sand. We had a cute day, like taking pictures. And then her mom like got in the car and she realized we were stuck in the sand. I think like someone had to like help us get it out. Like a random person that we trusted to be in the driver's seat. And then that same day we went to a random like yard sale near the beach because we're like, hey, we saw a sign. We pulled up and there was this guy, and Daniela was like, I think he's drunk because of the way he was like, hey guys! Oh my God. Like, and we're like, okay. We're just looking around. And there was this vintage like Nickelodeon denim jacket with like the 90s like Nickelodeon logo like, I don't know what embroidered on the back. Yeah. And quality, like real denim jacket.
Period.
And we showed it to him. We're like, how much for this? And he was just like, $1. We were like, he was like, yeah, take it. And we're like, we gave him $1. And he was like, yeah. And we're like, Thanks,
I'm
sis.
so dead.
I think Katie was the one who found it, but we all like rotated it between each other. I still have that jacket in my closet. I feel like that's also like a part of her that I still have, which is really nice. And it has like a story with it
Oh
too.
my God, I
So
love that. I think our
yeah.
stories definitely relate to like having something like by a random man.
Yes,
Like, that's
these random
so
men
funny.
blessing us. I love that little story time.
I love that. Thank you
That
for
was
sharing
so
your story. That was
healing.
so amazing. That was so healing. I feel like
Mm.
we almost like bonded over this.
Yeah.
And I feel like we haven't talked about like, you know, about this particular, you know, situations that we, of course we've texted, but we've never really
Yeah.
talked about it. And I think that's really like nice that we can talk about it and almost
Yeah.
like relate to it, and like almost I
Yes.
feel like a friend is like knows what I'm going through, you know, and I love that. So thank you for sharing.
Oh, of course. I love you.
I
so
love you. Oh my God, stop.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, I feel the same. It's so like comforting to know that and to share that with each other, and yeah, and just be there for each other and have this time to like take a breath and like remember, because life is so busy that I'm
It
like,
is.
no, I want.
I'm always like,
right.
just need to
And I'm
sit
like,
and talk for a second.
yeah. My last question for you is just what, based on our conversation, what we both like, what we feel the other person needs to hear today.
What do I feel like you need to hear? Honestly, what I feel like you need to hear is you are doing amazing things. I see you. And do
you.
not think that you are like in the background. I see you, I hear you. And like if I see you and I hear you, I know other people do. And you're doing awesome things, and your podcast has been awesome. Everything's perspective. And I know that's something that might be hard because again, like what we've talked about grief and when we've talked about feeling, you know, feeling our best version of ourselves, everything's perspective. And you have people that love you, and I love you. And even though I'm not texting you 24/7, I know that you should know that you have me there. If you ever need me, I will be there for you. Just like I genuinely really appreciate this friendship that we have.
Thank you.
And I think that's what I want you to hear.
Oh, I literally have tears in my eyes. Thank you so much.
Of course.
And I wanted to share with you that I'm also very grateful for you. And it really inspires me to see how much you have put yourself out there, and your bold energy, I feel like, is going to take you so far. And I know that there's a lot of work you're putting into everything, and I'm sure there's a lot of nights you're not getting a lot of sleep, and it's a lot, girl. But everybody that's like here on earth with you and above is so proud of you. Every time I see you like post about Zyla, or like, I'm literally gonna cry. I'm like, I love that you share those memories, and I can tell that you really care about your friends and your family and everybody close to you. So you just have so many good things ahead of you. So I'm so honored to be your friend.
I love you. Thank you so much. Oh my God. I really appreciate that. And like just having you for as long as I've had, and like just true friendships are real. And thank you so much for saying that. And oh my God, you made me ugly cry right now.
Same.
But I love you. Thank you so much for having me.
too.
And this was really nice. And just being able to talk and debrief was really nice. So thank you. Oh,
I love you so much.
Hug.
I know we need to hug.
I love you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for being here. Like, I'm so blessed to have had everything you've said on here was so great. And I know that someone really needed to hear what you had to say. If it was on your heart to say, it's probably because someone really needed that. So your vulnerability means a lot to me. So thank you for trusting me with that and just telling me more about your life.
Aww.
And thank you to everyone who is listening to our conversation. We appreciate it so much, and we hope that it was helpful for you as well. And if you want to keep up with Alexia, I will have her socials down below. And if you want to keep up with the podcast, I'll have andsoph socials down below in the description as well. There will be new episodes every other Friday. So keep coming back if you want to see new friends, and make sure to like and subscribe to this podcast if you liked what we talked about today. And if there's anything else you want to add to the conversation, comment, and I would love to hear as well. Thank you to everyone who watched the video version to see our faces.
To see me ugly cry.
Right. You've seen it all. You've really seen it all.
You've seen it all.
Here. Thank you for listening on Spotify and Apple Podcast. And was there anything else that you wanted to say before we end?
No, just thank you so much for having me. I had such an amazing experience, and thank you so much for letting me share my story because thanks for caring, you know?
Of
Like,
course.
wow, amazing. But thank you so much, Soph.
Of course. Love you so much. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.
Oh, that was so